What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another episode of the 5 Takeaways. We're going to take a look at the 1-0 loss to Burnley and see what we can take away from it. I'm not sure what we can, but let's see what Sim's come up with here. And the first takeaway is positive Romero.
So I know Romero was a lot of people blaming him for the goal that we conceded, got outjumped by Burnley, but I think it was again another positive performance from him, and it was another display of what he can do for Spurs, especially on the ball as well. Despite the fact that he's a defender, he actually had one shot, he made one key pass, he completed one dribble, but defensively he was also pretty good. He had 2 shots blocked, he made 3 tackles, 2 interceptions, won 5 of his 7 ground duels, and he won 6 of his 11 aerial duels. So I think all in all, another positive display despite the negative with the goal.
Yeah, completely agree. And I was actually so surprised to see how much he was actually marauding forward. I mean, at some points he was playing as a striker, and even like when the ball was forward and he marauded it forward and the ball came back, he was still there in the end in the box to like try and fight for the ball. So I thought it was a really good display from Kuti last night. Just a shame about that little slip for the goal, to be honest. But apart from that, I thought it was a really good display from him.
Definitely.
Moving on to the second takeaway, and that is DEKI, a wing-back.
So DEKI was probably our brightest spark on the day in terms of going forward and looking to create chances. It was another encouraging display despite not scoring or assisting. He did start the game kind of in the right wing or right attacking mid position and did move over to wing back for the last 20-25 minutes or so. He had 2 shots, he had 2 key passes, he made 5 crosses as well, 2 accurate crosses, 2 dribbles, and defensively as well, when moving to wing back, also made 1 tackle and 1 interception. So he had a decent cameo as well when at wing back, and also was our brightest spark in the forward line as well. So another encouraging display despite a lot of frustration during the game.
Yeah, and he's one that, you know, when they first signed, both him and Bentancur, we were talking about Bentancur really slotting in straight away and performing really well. Kulusevski, a lot of people had a bit of reservations about him, but I think even now, you're so early on in his career, you're seeing him already getting to grips with the Premier League, getting to grips with the way we play our football, and he was probably our best attacking outlet yesterday. And when you're talking about the front three, Kane, Son, and Kulusevski, and when he went to right wing back, I think he still played well there as well. So I'm liking the look of Kulusevski, and I think he's getting better and better every game.
You got to remember he's only 21 as well, so he's so young. He's got a lot of scope to improve, and I think his technical ability is brilliant. And it just when he has to iron out a few things, he's going to be a top player, I think.
Agreed. Let's move on to the third takeaway, and that is Pope not tested.
So we really struggled badly to create chances yesterday, and we only had 2 shots on target throughout the whole game, which is only the second time in Conte's 14 games we've had 2 or less shots on target. And it goes to show against these stubborn defences, we really need to find a way of being able to open them up and create more chances than we were able to, because yesterday we struggled badly, and Burnley just sat back, gave us the ball and said, try and break us down, and we had no answer to it.
Yeah, and it seems like a bit of a common theme as well when we play these kind of teams. We hardly have an answer when we do play these teams, and we've got to figure out a way how to start playing against them, because it's becoming quite a problem for us. And moving on to the fourth takeaway, and that is set piece issues.
So again, I think constant theme with Tottenham. I think it's the 3rd goal we've conceded in the past 4 games from set pieces, which is a real struggling theme. Obviously, Ben Mee getting on the score sheet at the end of the day with a header at the back post to give them the 1-0 win. And I think what goes to highlight how badly we were struggling from set piece yesterday is that Ben Mee actually had the most shots out of anyone in the game. 4 shots he had, all from set pieces.
That's mad, actually.
Yeah, and that goes to show exactly how much we struggled to contain Burnley when they were able to pump the ball into the box from corners and free kicks, especially free kicks.
Yeah, and it's a constant theme, not just under Antonio Conte, but under every manager, really. We're just so terrible at defending set pieces year on, year out. And it's really frustrating because it just means in these games, when it is 0-0 going into the latter parts of the game, you're just worried about every single set piece that we concede, and we concede so many of them.
And ultimately, it can end up costing us so much. And there's how many games as well where we're on top or we're playing well, and then from open play it seems like we have control, and then we get just a sucker punch or throw a goal from nowhere from a set piece, and all of a sudden the momentum can swing.
How many times did that happen under Jose?
Oh, it happened loads of times under Jose.
Every game.
Loads of times. And then you end up, you leave the game thinking, oh, we've, how did we lose that? We didn't deserve it. And then the set pieces cost us all the time.
Yeah. All right, that's the fourth takeaway. And let's move on to the fifth and final takeaway, and that is grim reading.
Yeah, the table doesn't look very good right now.
Can we pass this skip?
It's looking further and further away from the chasing pack now. We're now at 7 points. We're still in 8th, but with Wolves playing same amount of games as Wolves, but a point behind. 3 points behind Arsenal, having played a game more. 5 points behind West Ham with 2 games in hand. And 7 points now behind Man United with only 2 games in hand to the 3. So we really are losing a lot of ground in the top 4 race. And, a couple more losses the way things are going. And it could all be done.
Yeah.
It could be done and dusted. At the moment, we're clinging on by our fingernails, if that. And, the way Conte's talking, he seems to think it's already done anyway. But at the moment, the way things are going, the table is very much grim reading.
And it's so frustrating because only, 2 weeks ago, a week ago, before that Southampton game, we were in such a good position.
20 minutes ago in the Southampton game, we're in a good position.
Such a good position because at that time, we had all the games in hand. We were above Arsenal with a game in hand. We were 3 or 4 points behind West Ham with 3 games in hand. We were behind. We were what was it?
I think we were 2 points behind United with a few games in hand.
And that one as well. I mean, we were clear above Wolves and stuff like that. And now it looks like a dire state. It really does.
Let's just hope things can change as quickly as they've gone and they go back up. Let's just hope.
So. Things can change very quickly in football, as we've just witnessed. But let's hope it can change for the better. But I'm not holding my breath, to be honest. But anyway, that is our 5 takeaways. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any thoughts regarding our takeaways. If we've missed anything out, put your takeaways in the comment section below. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.